Good evening, everyone. My name is Nattapat Lertprapotekul from Thailand. You can call me by my nickname Tank or Nattapat. I've been working in Fukuoka for 4 years, and my current workplace, Thai manufacturing company, is called Bridgestone, and is located in Fukuoka. My position is interpreter and translators. I got the information from my Japanese friends. They came across information. Bridgestone is looking for Thai natives to work as interpreter and translators. The position itself is like temporary worker, or in Japanese they are called as paken. Employment conditions is very interesting in terms of salary, the companies, and the contents of the work. Well, my role in in interpreting and translating is not just about the making of automobile ties, but about aircraft ties. Overall details is so appealing to me, and I decided to apply. There are some interesting things about Bridgestone. First of all, that sees importance in English. Secondly, with work experience and as a native speaker of Thai, applicant like me is considered as a specialist. In case of typical Japanese companies, you get to several rounds interviews, but in this case, it's like things go smoother. My selling point is that my experience, my language skills, not only the native speakers of Thai, I have a decent command of English and also some Japanese. Before I start working in Fukuoka, I graduated from Kyushu University, master's degree of International Economic and Business Law. The wide range of experience. I also engage in jobs like customer service, marketing. Back in Thailand, I also used to work as magazine writers and researchers. Yes, of course, when it comes to language-related jobs, it's about the output of your work. In this case, the output of the work is supposed to be in Thai. Yes, Japanese skills is important, but the most important skills is Thai. But yes, I have to say that Japanese language is really important. Most of Japanese companies still use Japanese as the main criteria. In reality, Japanese companies just have some expectations that your language have to be close to the native speaking levels because their customers are Japanese. 3 groups of job agencies, job assistance service. For the first group, they do not distinguish Japanese applicants from the foreign students applicants. It's possible for international students to apply, but their Japanese skills must be very high. For the second group, they are focused on international students in general. The third group, they are focusing on international students of particular nationality in general. Most of them are in category 1. For category 2 and category 3, there is very limited numbers of them. So because of that, international students in Fukuoka find it difficult to find jobs in Fukuoka. Business puts some barrier in applications. Even though there are some companies that hire foreigners, but they are IT companies. If it's not about IT, they are just focused mainly on service industries like customer service, duty-free shop, sales clerk. It's not that difficult for people to do. For example, for law students, MBA students, of course, but they also want to do more with their qualifications rather than just answering to the phone calls or just answering emails. In order to improve the international students' employment in Fukuoka, to have the wider range of industries, create the channel of informations to let people know what they are able to apply and about the growth potentials for their career life in Fukuoka. We might keep experiencing the same issues. Many people, they have no idea which jobs they are supposed to apply. They're supposed to learn more English. English educations in Japan or in Fukuoka, there are still a lot of limitations. Well, native speakers come from countries with a high living cost in Japan, so their salaries are quite high, and that means the schools have to charge higher fees to Japanese learners. But as a result of that, English education is just only for people with lots of money. There should be more activities that promote international exchange. Japanese can practice their English with the less expensive fees. At the same time, international students will have more opportunities to polish up their Japanese as well. Most of my people in my teams are Thai, but my supervisor is Japanese. Since he has been working in lots of countries and have some skills in English, he is quite flexible. He doesn't know Thai. He take care of foreign staffs quite decently. He just always promote for discussions, and he also understand that productivity is not related to just get fixed to the seat, doing serious face, typing everything all the days. Productivity is also come from encouraging the staff to cooperate with the companies. There is a lot of room for flexibilities, and at times since he doesn't know much about Thai peoples, he also seeks advice from us. From my opinion, it has been a nice workplace. There are also Japanese people who can speak Thai, and there's a lot of rooms to exchange opinions with mixed nationality, less Japanese members, but yes, our boss is Japanese, so there is actually no dominating culture. And because of that, we learn to adapt to each other. Personally, I feel encouraged to come to the workplace every day. It's just not only about work, but it's like just to meet friends. We have really good friendships, and it's just not only about being the work colleagues, but also friends in real life. So it has been such a fruitful experience. It would be pleasant if I continue my work in Japan, and preferably Fukuoka. Fukuoka has a sense of uniqueness. It's convenient, the food is nice, and people are nice. Mentally, it's a place that I feel happy to live in. I will do my best to just keep staying in Fukuoka. First thing, please, you have to prepare well before coming to Japan, both in terms of language, some know-hows about finding the jobs in Japan. In applying for Japanese jobs, it include writing, yes, speaking in Japanese, in business Japanese to be more precise. The second thing is that they have to do, or they have to research. They have information about companies in Fukuoka that hire foreigners and which kind of jobs that they are looking for international students. And if they do not have enough qualifications, which way they have to go, which preparations they have to take before arriving in Japan. So just important is about preparations. Thank you for inviting me today. Yes, it has been such a fruitful discussion. Thank you. See you next time.